Accomplishing loose leash walking, which is something that I never really got to see. Work, personal things, family, I mean, everybody, everybody has, their life, I mean, and you're gonna have scenarios and events happen to where you have no control, and unfortunately in his case, his training pretty much stopped, after that 1 year that we were doing really well, and then all this other stuff came up that the family got busy, and it just put him out of the loop and put him over to the side for almost about a year. And then when we started trying to go back and going back into the routine after we settled everything else, he had been, just, unplugged from the world, that it just had this, negative impact, that he was just nervous about everything. So, and then also, him being at a young age, I think he was also nervous back then as well. It's just that now that he's gotten to the point 3 years later where he's got all this power, and, he becomes a danger to himself, basically. And the thing is that I want him to understand, you don't have to be afraid because I'm here. Okay, as a father, as an alpha, as a leader, my job is to ensure the security of everybody, and I want him to understand that. But I can't actually explain to him what I can do for him, or what I can give him, or what I can teach him. I have to go through the steps to show him, trust me, respect me, and then after that, then we can do the security thing. But the thing is that it's like any relationship. You have to build a foundation and then work your way up. So that's what we're going to do here. But the thing is that I'm going to start letting him know what he can and can't do. So like as of right now, you're not allowed to come out of your kennel. Even though that the kennel is open, you are not allowed to come out. The other thing is that later on, I'm going to have my guys come out of their kennels, so that way he can not necessarily interact, but see how dogs should be. Guillermo, who is a small animal dog aggressive pit bull, 5 months, and right there. Put him back in his kennel. Right there. Pull up. There you go. So I want him to understand that in order for that whole, the choking part, I need him to understand that when you stay in your kennel, it stops. But the moment you try to step out of your kennel, it's going to continue until, you kind of figure out, well, how do I get that to stop? So that right there. So what I'm looking at is the ears, the eyes, the body. I mean, yeah, he's sitting down, but I can just see that he's not necessarily just relaxed. He's not where he should be. So just do a little small correction. Not yet, not yet. So I'm looking for the right moment to make that correction. So you have to be very in tune with what it is that you're looking for to make that correction, make a point or an impact. So right now it's like I'm trying to judge how much intensity am I going to give this guy. There you go. There you go. See, so if I had made a correction at that point, where I was getting ready to, I would have totally gone against what I'm trying to achieve. So I kind of waited, and then after that he shifted himself, and then put himself in a more comfortable situation. And then there's the breathing again. So knowing what to do, what to look for, what to watch, what to you know, observe, so that way you're not making, you know, a wrong move at the wrong time. Because if I was to correct him at that point, I would totally gone against what I'm trying to achieve. So what we're going to do now is, if you can go ahead and remove those blankets, just pull them off to the side. Just take them off there. So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and try and put him on the treadmill and see what his reaction is here. I want him to be able to do activities, you know, within the home. There we go. Put him on like that. So when you're doing this, what I'm looking for is, you know, is there any tension in the leash? You know, I mean, is any of this being, you know, like tense? You know, is the speed okay? Is he staying at a certain length? You know, what's the speed that he's doing? If he starts falling back because he's starting to, knock out, okay, well, let's go ahead and slow it down. I do want him to do at least 30 minutes, but, you know, monitor everything that's going on. It's not just, you know, wow, the dog's on the treadmill. It's making sure this is not tense, making sure that there's no tension here, making sure that the body is moving like if it was on the street. So everything that you're seeing here, I mean, it's flowing. He's a little overweight. I mean, I want to see a waist to him. I want to see, you know, the nice, you know, chest, you know, a nice V shape, you know. So I mean, he will lose some weight because it's not going to be, you know, self-fed. He will have a scheduled feeding, but, you know, I want to see a little bit more waist here, you know. I mean, he's gorgeous. I mean, he's got a very nice physique, but, you know, I mean, little adjustment here and there, and, you know, he's going to be a really, really good looking guy. Not to say that he isn't now, but I mean, he's a really good looking guy. And I don't say that too much about, you know, about guys, but I'm just letting you know, I mean, this is a real good looking guy.
So if you were watching that, you know, we were walking, and the head was just, you know, just eyeballing him. So that right there is already letting me know that he's a little bit concerned about, you know, this individual that's approaching us. But my main thing is just pass him by, you know. So the thing is, if I'm not worried about that person, then he sees, okay, well, Alpha's not worried about it, so why should I worry about it, you know? But it's repetition, because, you know, he's got this thing to where, you know, anytime that he gets into a situation where he's nervous, you know, the first thing to do is to react to it. And the thing is that if I don't react negative to it, neither will he. But I need to put him through these scenarios, you know, passing people, passing animals, passing, you know, objects. I mean, anything that can, you know, trigger him to explode into this, you know, you know, the aggression part, you know. But the thing is that the more that I keep on just, you know, just not even worried about it, just be nonchalant about it, and like, oh, there's a person, oh, there's another dog, you know, I mean, as long as I don't react or you know, get, you know, panicky or worried or anything like that, you know, it'll be fine. But the thing is that when, you know, somebody walks into a scenario like that where, oh, there's another dog or another person, the moment that the human starts reacting, you know, in a panic state or a worried state, they can pick that up. And when they pick that up, that's when you start having the problem, because, okay, if the owner or the handler is worried, then it's like, okay, well, then I got to worry about it too. So, you know, the first reaction, in order to keep anything away, is to growl, to give that warning, to bark, and the closer that person gets, it escalates. So it becomes with the stare, and it becomes with the low growl, the lip lift, and then it comes out to the explosion of lunging and charging. So the thing is that as long as I keep him focused and he sees that I'm not worried about anything, I ain't gonna have a problem. But I myself am not worried, because I do this on a daily basis as far as passing people, passing stuff. But he's not. So the thing is, I have to be the source of information for him to understand. Okay, well, if Alpha's not worried about it, then I shouldn't eat it. And then when we were walking and he kept on trying to look back, no, keep going. Don't worry about him. Worry about me. We're doing our own thing, and so is he. He's not bothering us, and we're not going to bother him. Just keep on going. That's the key right there. Just to if he's looking in the way he is, no, just keep on going. Don't worry about it. The more that you do that and enforce it, it's like, okay, we've done this 100 times, and it becomes common. But right now, again, this is totally new for him, new surroundings. So yeah, he's going to be a little skeptic. But the thing is, as long as I keep on my game, and just, hey, let's just go for a walk. Let's just take in what's going on. It'll subside. But the thing is that this is something that you have to do in order to get rid of this. How's it going, guys? Today is Saturday, and this is